All right. So even border is a toll gate. That's why there is always a heavy checkpoint at the border. All right. So by the virtue of that, this is a commercial zone, and that is why you know that by real estate terminologies, any land facing the express, the major highway, and you know this a federal road facing the high road, it is it's assumed as a government land. It's assumed as a government land. Please. So it's assumed as a government land, and that is to say that every road facing the every land facing the road is a government land. It's not just Ogun State, generally worldwide. Even when you are coming, those land at Alamija, Ayetoro, before Alaro City, those are all government land. That is why they have allocation. Do you understand? Allocation means government gave it. That's what it means. Now, this place, it's also the same status that it has. That is why it is also suitable for commercial, because one of the things we are doing here is that we are not doing global CFO, we are doing individual CFO. I believe a lot of you have seen it in the flyer. So we are doing individual CFO for everybody that purchases. All right. So, and the reason why we are doing individual CFO is because of the future, the blockchain feature that is being introduced into this project, so that it will enable us to give you the twin ownership of the land investment that we are talking about. So I will get to that. I'll get to that that angle, and I will explain what that means. So you can see this is also a dry land. While coming, you notice that there are houses around here. From here, I think you can see the express. You can see vehicle moving. Yeah. So I was saying that land that is facing the road. Now in Ogun State, there's what we call 1.5 kilometer road acquisition. How many of you have heard that? You've heard that, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So every land facing the road is under 1.5 road kilometer acquisition. And what 1.5 kilometer? 1.5 kilometer is your stretch leg 1,500 times. Can you count it? So any land that falls into within that 1,500 stretch of your leg, because your leg is a meter, falls under government acquisition. Do you get? So, but the only difference is that it is not committed. You get? So that is why it is imperative that we also facilitate your individual CFO. You know, in Ogun State it's called ratification and all of that. Do you understand? Lagos State call it regularization. They are all the same real estate jargon. If you're in the field, you get to understand those terminologies. All right. So another thing, Metaland has been selling since August. We wanted to commence fencing and gates and all of that. What's it called? Town planner. Ogun State town planner stopped us that we have to get what they call fencing permit. So it is peculiar and unique that every state has their unique peculiar way of operating in real estate. If you think that on the eastern part of Nigeria that real estate is easier to do there, go and try it, then you know their own challenge as well, right? So when you get there, you get to know. All right. So here we are on the process, at least 70% getting our fencing permit. So in Ogun State, it has to be done by town planner's office. It is not just any architecture that does it. It has to be done from the office. Even the layout has to be done from the office. All right. So all the one we did to commence work was a total waste. So they have to pay money again for them to do it. All right. So those are the uniqueness of Ogun State and all of that. If you are doing, especially now that it is very accessible to the express, it is noticeable. All right. So maybe if we had the time, if we are going back, we'll go a bit further. You will see houses around this axis. This place is 100% dry land and it's livable. All right. So having said all of this, I'm taking time to talk about the environment and all of that before I go into the blockchain. I know a lot of you will be wondering, who is eager to know how the blockchain and all of that is and work. So, but before we dive into that, let's also talk about the neighborhood or the landmark. Like I've already mentioned, here is sitting in between two toll gates. So, Ogun State toll gate and the, Ijebu toll gate and the Epe toll gate, right? Right before you got here, you saw Vanguard Academy, right?
Yeah.
There's also Christ the King College.
Yes, you saw it.
Yeah. Christ the King College there, right? So, and before you get to Ijebu toll gate, there's a Niger Brewery. Niger Brewery is also there, right? Then Iyemoji Resort is also there. So all of these are landmark of this place. Then, of course, when you are doing, you can also mention the ones that are in
those university
in Epe, the other side, and all of that. All right. So those are the landmark, and you can see it's a dry land. We have commercial and residential. So this is how the estate is. We'll share the layout. I believe the layout is almost ready. Before the week run out, they will send it to us, and so that we can make it public for every realtor to have it. All right. So, but this is the front of the estate. So the estate is sitting on a corner piece. This is a road. All right, and this is a road. This is a road. This is a road. So the estate is seated on a corner piece. So this road goes down. All right. So it is like this. So at the extreme of this road, we'll now have this other side as well. So, but we are focusing on this side. We are focusing on about 20 acres first before we extend. Okay. So for now, this is the front. So this is the front. So we are going to have exit, entrance and exit. All right. So that is what we have here. So in case you are asking where the land fits, where is it back and all of that, this is where we're going to have our gatehouse. All right. See, you see this? Can you see that beacon?
Yeah.
Can you see that beacon there?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
yes. So facing like this, that's entrance. Then exit will be there. Will be at that extreme. All right. So that's another point you need to take note of. Right. And like I already said, I've already explained the status of this place, because I believe a lot of us would want to know. Okay, some of us personally, if I want to market somewhere, when I was still marketing other companies, if I want to market any place, personally, I do my research. So we are open for any kind of research you want to do. Do your research. If you are not convinced enough, do your research. Okay. Now, I've already explained the status about 1.5 kilometer accusation. All right, because of the proximity to the road. All right. So I've already explained that, and of course, there's a survey and all of that. Every plot comes with CFO. So immediately you buy, we're processing your CFO. However, the CFO is not incurred in the selling cost. All right, the CFO cost is not incurred on the current selling cost, because of course, if we want to incur it, and if we want to incur it and tell you that you should market this place to your client for 15 million naira. So let's be realistic. Okay, so let's sell the land and we'll face the CFO on the long run. All right, but it's an individual CFO we are processing. So having said that, do we have any question on that before we dive into the blockchain aspect? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much for the information. Please, I want to ask about Metaland. Is it buy and build?
So before I answer that question, I want you to answer that question yourself. Look at the environment and answer the question.
No, people say though, maybe you hold on. There are things they need to put in place before, like you were saying.
Looking at the vicinity, what do you think? Looking at the vicinity, what do you think?
It's okay.
Hold on. I want you personally. Put yourself in the shoe of a client.
Okay.
What do you see? How do you see this place?
Okay, for the instance, based on what you discussed, there is residents, of course, I can see, and also you know why buying and building, whether there is a security guarantee, because some people when they're bringing in their trucks, are they sure that it's safety here? That's what I'm saying. So maybe you put a block here for you to build. You come back, you will not see it again. So that kind of security.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So let me just answer it straight. So because of time, here is assumed as buy and build. However, you can still term it as land banking, because some people do not want to actually build. So if you say it's just restricted, that if you buy, you have 6 months to start building, that means People that don't want to build will not buy.
Of course.
Do you get? So personally, I have subscribers who I'm working on their building approval on this place. Do you understand? So, and some people will buy and say, okay, because I don't have the bulk of money to build what I want to build. If I have 500,000, let me go and start. If I have 100,000, let me go and start.
It's allowed.
Yes, it's allowed. All right. So just after you do, just do your allocation. Do what we are keen about is that you must do the right thing. You must do the every documentation. That's the
Before you start
building
building.
approvals. Everything must be 100.
I see.
Because even we are doing approval to fence.
Yes.
So what about you now? That so if we are doing the right thing, why won't you do the right thing? Right. So that's just the thing. Because as a matter of fact, if we start fencing and the town planner come, two things will happen: either they demolish it, or they find you where you are supposed to pay 10, you pay 100. So we wouldn't want to incur that. All right. So to answer it straight, is a buy and build, and it's also termed as a land banking.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other question?
Sorry, please. Is it going this way or goes down?
This is a road.
Down.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is a road.
To the
Yes, this is a road. And this is a road. And the road is not stop here. The road still extend though. It didn't stop here. It's because of the cassavas. That's why we didn't take it off.
Is it 30 feet?
Road is a 9 meter.
That's 30 feet.
Yes, a 9 meter, right? So apparently, and if you can see the crops, you know, Monile does not really care. Monile have sold their land. Their own is go and do what you want to do. But when we got here, we saw farmers and crops. We just have to give them time till December
Okay.
to harvest.
They
And all of
get
that.
luck. It's not my idea for that preparation.
You know,
Get luck.
so even we have to, you know, go front and back and all of that. Also, okay, you know what? Just December, January, your crops should be ready to harvest and go. So that's just the thing. All right, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Any other further question?
Now, sir, tell us more about the allocation levy in this land.
You mean physical allocation of people's plot?
Yes.
Okay, so this what we are doing right now is we are doing unveiling, sightseeing, site view, and all of that. Our launching is coming up by December, first week of December, and we are going to also allocate people who have completed their payments that very day. So we are doing allocation and official launch by first week of December. The 14th billing.
That is, you are trying to say now the allocation is by outright only. After your outright payment, that's when you allocate.
When you have finished paying, because we can't process survey without you finish paying. Do you understand? And your deed comes with the survey, because the what's that thing called, the plan number and all of that has to be what's it called, interpreted on the deed. You get. So imagine giving somebody deed that has not finished payment. That person can just say, I don't pay finish, I don't take my deed with that. And take you to court, it wins you, you issue deed.
Of course.
So that's just it.
So that's why I just asked.
So
But
what
after
to
ask a
okay.
question. After the person finished buying and being allocated, and the person wants to start building, because the person has not done CFO, will you stop the person from
Cell
building?
phone does not stop you from building. Cell phone does not stop you from building.
Can still be building and be doing yourself.
Yes. We have another question. I want you guys to ask me a question. If you don't, that means you've not been following up. I intentionally miss on certain things that I think you should ask me about it.
Is there any need for you to tell us maybe an idea of the CFO money the person will pay? The person can actually ask, like, how much will it cost to do the CFO?
So CFO has not fixed price, and location varies. And the cost of this year will not be the cost of next year. The cost of next year will not be the cost of next 10 years.
Okay.
So CFO varies. You cannot be fixed. That is just the truth.
Okay, so how
Because-
soon will that?
Even Ogun State
Like
does
a
not even take
range.
time like Lagos State.
Yeah,
Does not
that's
take time.
true.
Within
They
3 to
don't
6
take time.
months, your title is ready. Do you understand? But range it for a plot, because the way it works, the cost of 300 square meter is the same as the cost of 500 square meter. It's the same as 600 square meter for CFO, just as survey cost as well.
Yeah, we know.
Do you understand? So because they calculate it in meters, in square meter, right? So let's use the general language. A plot should be ranging from 3 to 4 million naira. Yes.
Okay, sir. Right now, tell us more about the payment plan and the charges.
I think it's alright now. 300 square meter is 3 months.
It's on the flyer.
It's on the flyer.
6 months you see.
On this
It's on the flyer.
what if the client decides to do the CFO? Are you understand?
So
Is it compulsory that the company must?
yes, it's compulsory that we must do it so that you don't encroach.
Okay.
So that you don't encroach. It
Yeah,
is our
yeah, yeah,
surveyor
that's true.
that worked that established your plot on the ground. So if another surveyor come, there is possibility of encroachment.
Yeah. Because in that case, doesn't mean anything.
Okay, so sir, currently the title of this property is
Louder. In view.
no in view,
Yeah.
but currently what is the title?
It does not have title. What it has is status, which I've already explained.
Okay.
Do you understand? But the truth of the matter is that you might not be able to explain all of these things effectively to clients. So it's assumed as a freehold. Do you understand? It's assumed as a freehold, and the person will be getting individual CFO, just as it's written on that flyer, not global CFO. And let me even enlighten you guys a little about the advantage of individual CFO over global CFO. Do you know that a global CFO, that we as a company, the global CFO will be in our name? Do you understand? Do you know that we do not need the consent of the residents to use this place as an equity, as a collateral? And if we default, all your subscribers'
Yeah, that's
land is gone. Oh.
Yes.
That is one. Secondly, do you know that global CFO, the overhyped global CFO that is flying and all of that? We all know that CFO is 99 years, right?
yes,
Do you know how many years that has been spent?
exactly. Don't know.
Even when you are doing governor consent, it does not affect your 99 years. And you don't even know if you carry a CFO to Ministry of Land to go and vet, it does not show whatever dispute, it does not show dispute on it, it does not show loan on it does not show any lien on it. Only where you will know is when you take that CFO to bank. And you cannot take it to bank because it's not your name.
The company's name.
So imagine you taking a CFO, company CFO to bank.
I'm
Bank,
sorry.
what are you?
Yes,
Is it your own?
Yeah.
Because your name does not match with it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's almost inevitable for you to trace that. It's almost impossible. Do you get? So there's a lot to it. However, it's not that it's bad. I'm not saying that it's bad, of course. But I'm just trying to tell you the advantage of individuals. And when we give you a global CFO, you just know that the estate has a CFO, but it's not in your name. Now you cannot use your property for equity. You cannot use deed of assignment for equity. So it's only a title, a government title that you can use for equity. So there's a lot to it. All right. So I haven't said all of this. So let's go into the blockchain aspect. I believe a lot of us will be lost here, but just know one thing. If you don't understand everything about the blockchain, everything I've said since morning is enough for you to market this.
Yeah.
It is the land that you are selling. If you don't understand, because I believe a lot of us might be really not tech savvy, right? So Metaland is a blockchain powered estate. What that means is that this place is going to be powered by blockchain, just as we are going to be having a twin ownership. A twin ownership is that we are going to be meeting the. That's why I told you that I will explain that what we mean by twin ownership, because we are going to be meeting the traditional documents into digital platform. Now, do we know what the blockchain is?
No.
Okay, so for those of us that do not know what the blockchain is, a blockchain is a decentralized platform that controls cryptocurrencies. So see a blockchain as World Bank. See blockchain as World Bank. World Bank controls euro, dollar, pounds,
Currencies.
and so on and so forth. But so see blockchain as what's it called? World Bank. That is but the difference that they made a cryptocurrency decentralized, but World Bank is centralized. Do you understand? It is being controlled by World Bank. you understand? But blockchain, cryptocurrency is decentralized. It's being controlled by indigenous ownership of that cryptocurrency. All right. Now, how does this work with a real estate? So, blockchain is not only used to store cryptocurrencies, just as bank is not only used to store money. So, blockchain, you can store what's called cryptocurrency in blockchain. You can store what's it called, intellectual property in blockchain. We know what the intellectual property is in blockchain. You can store art. You can store your music. And you can store real estate. How do you store real estate in blockchain? It's through NFT, non-fungible token. So after now, maybe we'll have a live section, online section, where I will take my time and break down all these terminologies. We'll even bring expertise that will even do it more than I do. All right. So how real estate work with the blockchain is through NFT. NFT is non-fungible token. And that is to say that we are going to tokenize your ownership. So when the platform is fully ready, every subscriber will be moved into the platform, where you will see your what's it called, your investment in a digital platform, which is called Metaland. It's going to be a mobile friendly platform. Do you understand? So the ultimate vision of Metaland is that we are trying to build a virtual real estate. I know that sounds impossible. Once upon a time, nobody know that this Facebook that we are using today will get to this extent. So, but as God liveth, it will come to life. All right. So, having said all of that, I don't want us to, so that you guys will have your time to do your videos and all of that. So, with what I've said, the little I've said about the blockchain aspect, we're also going to have a live section with your team where we'll have to dissect this information so that we get it properly, so we can use it effectively.
Okay.
All right. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, having said this, would there be any question in that blockchain angle?
No, not that.
Okay. If there's any
What are the
question,
amenities, as in that clients will enjoy?
okay,
after
so
buying
amenities, basically every modern amenity of a site and service plot estate will be here. And also we're going to also have some digital, we are going to have some digital amenities, such as AI powered waste bin. I don't know, that will sound like nothing, but if you really understand what that means, you will know that that is a unique feature. However, when you were coming, you saw a stream. That place you could stop.
Yeah.
You saw a stream, so it is behind us. So we are creating artificial lake from there as well, because it passed behind our estate. So we are creating artificial lake from that angle. Then we're also going to have a golf court. Even on the layout, when we send you the layout, you will see them on the layout. You'll see where, okay, this is where the playground is. This is where the green area is. We are going to have a digital lounge. We're going to have a digital lounge. We're going to have a lot of innovative amenities. We're going to have things, because basically we're trying to do, we're already doing what has never been done. No estate, no company has ever done a blockchain powered estate. Because as a matter of fact, you do not even understand it yet. True or true? All right, so don't worry, with time you get to understand, you get used to it. All right, so yes, that's for the amenities.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So are we on live? Stop your video, so let me say something that pertains to just realtors alone.
Okay.
Okay.